My first morning here. Look at this amazing view. Wait, I should just do that. I'm gonna go for my first day. It's 6:15. It makes a big difference because for my 200 hours, class started at 6, which was before sunrise. So it was a lot harder when it was super dark, but at least it's already kind of bright before class starts, so it's easier for my body to wake up already. So yay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay. So pretty. I just came back from our first satsang, which is to like a sharing circle, which was actually in the form of a small ceremony where we were all told to bring an object of some kind that represents something that we want to offer at the altar during the duration of our program, and with an intention, like what we want to infuse or offer to, what are my intentions for this program, right? So we all brought something special to us, and then we talked about what it means to us. And I personally brought my necklace that, not this one, yeah, another one that I had found at home one day, and I just thought, oh, it's a pretty jade necklace. I'm gonna take it. And my mom said, oh yes, I think yeah, it's just been around. I think your dad gave it to me, but I can't really remember. And I was like, oh, really? No, actually, she didn't even say that. She just said, oh yeah, like I think that's from when I was really young or something. I was like, oh, that's like really special enough. I'll take it. And then I've had it for a couple of years, and it was only last week when I was with my parents that she told me that my dad bought it for her on their first date in Gyeongju, and I was like, what? Like, how did you miss out telling that part of the story? So that was another thing so it just made the necklace even more special. And and then another offering that I made was a ring that my brother gave me. Shout out to Sanghwan. It's a moonstone, and it means new beginnings. And he bought it for me when we first finished production of season 1 of Exo Kitty, because new beginnings together kind of thing. And so that's one of my precious gemstone rings as well that has a lot of meaning. So I offered that. And then lastly, my own ring that I bought for myself, which has obsidian in it. And obsidian is like known to, kind of cleanse negative energy or absorb them. And I think that for me, it also represents my yin energy, or anything yin, like yin and yang. So just honoring both my yin and yang instead of always trying to focus on the light and then neglecting to see or honor my shadows and my faults and my flaws. I have to honor and respect them so that I can also do something about them, right? So I offer those three things, and it also so happens that today, by coincidence, it's a full moon in Aquarius, And for me, my fourth house is an Aquarius, and fourth house is about family. So it was very apt. I didn't really even plan it that way, but then when I thought about it, as usual, everything's always connected, whether I like it or not. So I was like, wow, that's just perfectly themed for this full moon as well. And then also, if you, I don't want to spoil season three, but there was a line, and I don't know if I should talk about this. Anyways, the big theme of something that's been coming back to me as a loud message in the last 3 months has been the theme of my people, the people who support me, right? The people who are behind me, right? And I think that as a recovering hyper independent person who, is more comfortable doing things myself, and I won't first think to ask for help, I'll just like figure it out on my own somehow. And if anything, then I will ask for help. But my default is not to ask for help. My default is to, I'll figure it out, right? And I think that once I became aware that hyper independence is also a form of trauma response of, not being able to rely on other people, and, so I was always very conscious that I should be able to ask for help and reach out to others to collaborate and all of that, but that doesn't come so naturally and easily for me. So that's something that I was thinking about. And then throughout season three, as you will know, this theme that was running in my life also runs kind of through Yuri's life as well. I think that's as much as I can say without spoiling anything. But basically, all of this came together in this moment, for me to be able to honor the people who are behind me, and that not only includes my immediate family, but obviously my chosen family of friends all around the world who I still hold dear to heart, even those who I no longer am in contact with, even the ones that I, have left a mark on me and gone, everyone who's ever crossed my paths in any way, I really appreciate, but especially obviously the ones that are still in my life, that are still, in like, I know deep in my soul that they are part of my soul tribe that I've met, and I just feel so incredibly lucky to have met all these people in my life throughout my different parts of my journey, and they're all such different people too, so I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, just remembering that I am supported. I don't have to do anything alone. I'm not alone because I'm literally one amongst billions of people living on this planet. So to think that would be very silly. And I have so many loving, loving friends and family and people in general who are willing to support, other people. So yeah, I wanted to honor them tonight, and I wasn't sure what my intention was going to be, but it actually just came through naturally as I was offering my jewels for my family, and I realized, oh, that's my intention, is to, you know, realize that I have my tribe who supports me, I have people who support me, and I don't have to be hyper independent going forward. So yeah, that was my offering and realization, and obviously I ended up crying. So, but I just wanted to share this, just leave a fresh afterthought from the ceremony, and everyone was so lovely. Everyone was so caring, and even them, I'm sure I've only known over 3 days now, but I know that some of these people I will hold and take with me as my friends, my tribes people for a long time. So I'm very, very thankful to everyone here. They're so lovely. you know I feel very, very lucky and grateful to have been led here in this moment in time in Peru, in Cusco, up in the mountains, with this certain group of people, with the 9 other people. Like, we all come from such different backgrounds, and for all of us to have somehow ended up crossing paths at this point in time, I'm sure there's a very big reason. So I'm very excited to find out more and connect with them more as well throughout this program. So yeah, I am very, very thankful. That was such a lovely satsang, and this came on the heels of a very like tough day for me, because I was, first of all, I woke up with a really bad sore throat, so I was like, oh no, I'm sick already, and I'm already, it's only the third day. So I was low mood, and also I'm about to have my period, so I'm literally PMSing. So I was more irritable. I was more in my head about certain things that I usually wouldn't be in my head about. I was more sensitive. So I was just overall in a very funky energy all throughout the day. I was struggling to wake up. I was very tired. So all of that, and then just to end on this high note, after all of that was such a highlight of my day and of this program, and I'm sure there's more highlights to come, so I'm very excited. But yeah, that was my first satsang with the people here, with my tribe. Thank you.